Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is how I lost $300 trading the Nasdaq today. Now, if you aren't aware, at the minute of recording this video, there is quite a lot of tension in the world. There is quite a lot of um, war, let's say. And I was cautious of trading today, but I didn't trade yesterday, Monday, because um, over the weekend there was a lot of conflict, and I was a bit cautious, and I was going to let market play out, see what it wanted to do, and yeah, that was Monday. So Tuesday came around, and market started to quiet down a bit. There was a ceasefire agreement the night before, so that obviously meant markets might return to normal. They might start to buy back, might start to buy up a little bit, and that's what I saw. Um, and actually, Monday I was surprised by the level of buying that was coming through. So yeah, Tuesday came around. I was fine to trade, all was well. And then yeah, essentially I got stopped out by a massive news candle, which I'll show you in a second. But yeah, let's break down the trade. Pretty much a perfect PO3 AMD model, which is for me an A++ model. So yeah, let's break it down. Let me just
switch this over and let's go into the charts. So this is my breakdown. As you can see, this is everything. I'll obviously clear it off a little bit, but just as an overview, top down, here we have the original ranges marked out. The original range marked out. So this is the original range. We've got the equilibrium here, which is this black line. And as you can see, price tapped into the equilibrium. So for me, that's A++. 1 second, let me go back 4K.
So I like to see equilibrium and SMT make my entries A++. So for me, although I got stopped out, this is a perfect trade. I see nothing wrong with this trade, and I believe they would have hit TP if it wasn't for this news candle. So yeah, let's go back to
this, and I'll show you. So if we leave that, we'll leave that. We'll leave everything actually. Let's just go down to the 1 then. Yeah. Let's hide the session. So this is the overall trade. So as you can see, on the 15-minute, we are extremely bullish, which again, I was shocked at after yesterday. I was just like, okay, maybe we are bullish. If it goes to daily look, you can see that price is just rocketing all the way towards all-time highs, which is here. So yeah, I've got no issues with what's going on. Let me just resize this because I'm seeing it's not quite on the screen. So yeah, that's done. Okay, so yeah, obviously bullish, which is fine. I was bullish going into the day after the closure yesterday. So yeah, bullish going into the day. We have equilibrium marked out. If we just replay, if we got equilibrium marked out on the current range. We've got the 50-minute fair value get marked out. Get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of that, let's leave that. Oops. So yeah, these were my levels going into the day. So we had a 50-minute fair value gap, 50-minute fair value gap, liquidity on the 50-minute fair value gap, which is perfect. And 2 smaller confluences down here, which we didn't touch. So yeah. Going into today, I wanted to see this. I can put a screenshot up here of what I sent my mate, so I called it perfectly. So yeah, going into the morning, this was at 2:40, so about 8 a.m, 20 to 9 maybe. So going into the day, then we accumulate for a while, as you can see here. So if we just go back a little bit. So this is the accumulation. So if I just mark out the, I'm just going to mark out this level so we know where equilibrium is. So just go gold on that. So we know now that's my equilibrium line. Okay, so oops. So yeah, going into the morning, then this is London session. We are clearly accumulating. Okay, we're range bound. We're not moving anywhere. We're not taking any levels. We are staying inside of this range here. Okay, so this is accumulation. just put A for accumulation / consolidation. Okay, so that's fine. So if we just skip price a little bit, this is manipulation. So we are coming out of the range and we are manipulating into a level. Now, what I want to see is manipulation into a PD array. So we've already gone through this 15-minute fair value gap, which is fine. But now I want to see price tell me that it wants to go higher. So as you can see, look, we've manipulated down. We've tried to come back up. But if we wanted to go higher, I would want to see a close above this level here, which is too high. Because if I want to target these highs, we're far too high. So what I want to see is a resweep of this level, which we've done. So this here would be my total soup because we've reswept the internal level. We also, on the left here, we swept a level here. Also, we've tapped into this 15-minute fair value gap. So this is perfect so far. This is exactly what I want to see. Actually, let's type it out so you guys can see. So we've got accumulation, we have manipulation, we have 15-minute fair value gap tap, we have 15-minute liquidity sweep, we have internal sweep / turtle soup. We also, where are we? At the gold line. So we have 50% range tap. So we've tapped that perfectly. Look, this is perfect. We're literally 11 points in, which is perfect. We've got an instant reaction at the fair value gap, which again is perfect. And now, because we've swept that internal level, my change in the state of delivery is here, which is a lot better than up here. Okay. So what do I want to see now? I want to see next an ES SMT. So if we go to ES and find out where we were. So ES. So at the time, look, if we go here, ES did not sweep these lows. Okay, so if we mark it here, which is just here, here. Sorry, that wasn't that low. It was this low here. So ES didn't sweep this low. NQ didn't sweep that low, sorry. Okay, so as we can see, NQ didn't sweep the low, but ES swept the low. So that is my SMT. For me, that's an SMT. So we have 1 minute SMT. So all I have to see now, the only thing I want to see is a change in the state of delivery. So I want to see price close above here with fair value gaps. So I want to see closure above here with a fair value gap. Then either re-enter on a fair value gap or just enter on the change in the state. But the fair value gap shows that we are bullish and we want to go higher. It shows momentum, displacement. Okay. So let's have a look. There we go. So what do we see? Displacement through the level, which shows we're bullish, creating 2 1-minute fair value gaps, which is perfect. So as displacement was just so big, I didn't want to enter up here because my entry was this, I think. Yes, I was about 2.3R. Okay, so I wanted to wait for price to re-enter this change in the state delivery to tap me in. I had a limit order on this delivery. So there we go. We are now in. So we had a little bit of drawdown. Price started to price started to head up towards this level because this is London high, right? Current London high. So that was my level, just under. So we have accumulation, manipulation, which is here. Then what we're hoping for? Distribution. So this is now the distribution leg. But unfortunately, price absolutely smacked me. It was a news candle. It was
one of the countries, I don't want to say who, just in case, I don't know what the rules are, but one of the countries basically broke the ceasefire and sent a rocket. So yeah, that was why.
I got stopped out. So yeah, unfortunate, but for me, this is still a perfect trade. Like, I would change nothing about this trade. We have accumulation, we have manipulation, we have 50-minute fair value gap, we have an SMT, we have internal sweep, we have a change in the state with a fair value gap, and we have a clear draw on liquidity. For me, that is absolutely perfect. But yeah, unfortunately, I got newsed.
What can you do? Yeah, I'm taking the week off purely because I just want to wait for things to quieten down and make sure there's some solid answers to what's going on. But other than that, perfect trade, minus 300. But as long as I'm learning, as long as I'm showing, I know what I'm talking about, and the model is playing out. So that's all from me. Hope you enjoyed. See you later. Peace.